going to have a look at loudspeakers, in fact very loud speakers. This one's a 21-inch 2000 watt and I'm going to bust it. I'm going to crank so much power through it, it is going to destroy itself. All in the name of science. In the process, of course, if we learn something and have a bit of fun from it, well, that's what the internet's for. So let's not muck about, straight up there, let's get on with it. Cheers guys. Just for those who have not seen this variable frequency drive before, this is intended to control variable frequency AC motors, and it controls it from 0 to 400 Hertz. There is also another YouTuber called Mr. Blight Tiger who clearly thinks the same as I do, because he had actually suggested that as soon as he saw that large speaker. So we need to test this on a small unit just to see that the maths actually add up. Right, this is the result. VFD into motor to limit to 300 watts and then into speaker. Result, severe violence expected. I can see where I went wrong now, boys. I substituted 3.133 to 4 and I've overdone it. Oh dear, I've popped it already, boys. Yep, something's definitely gone wrong. I don't think we've got any voice coil left in there. So let's open that carefully and have a quick look. See. That's not good, is it, eh? Oh dear, I think that's a bit seized up in there. I think that might have got a bit warm. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Of course, the fortunate thing is, these things normally come in pairs. So let's try again. Ah yes, now it's starting to make a bit more sense, guys. Look, this is RMS power, root mean square or average. This is peak power music output. And this, of course, is where photonic induction starts to be a bit silly and the amplitude of this curve will start to increase. Thus, destruction takes place. Test 1 begins. Ah, yes. Fairly predictable. Right, now I think I need to do the same test, but I'm going to substitute small speaker for bigger speaker on full power. Let's see what happens. This is an 8 ohm speaker. Some speakers are 4 ohms, but they're normally for car entertainment because the voltage to begin with at the amplifier is lower. Therefore, the resistance has to be lower to achieve similar sorts of power. Indoor amplifiers, higher voltage, higher resistance at 8 ohms on household speakers. If you put two 4 ohm speakers together, you end up with 2 ohms. If you put two 8 ohm speakers together in parallel, then you end up with 4 ohms. So, let's have some fun. Tempting, isn't it? Mix up a bit of custard powder, non-Newtonian fluid, but I think we've all seen that. Let's go. Oh, that's proper low, that is. Need it in a box. One day I might actually build a subwoofer for these stupid TVs. I thought that's a good idea. 2 in 1. Subwoofer and a wardrobe. Space saving. I ain't having it. What shall we have for power, boys? Should we give it 700, see if we can handle that? This is our last test. And I don't want no tears, guys. Because this is in the name of science, of course. And then we can have a look at it and see how it works. Although I think we know that. Right, big boys power supply. Speaker, no chance. "50 cycles. It's 8 ohms, so if I shout the volts out, we'll be able to work out how many amps that is. Once we've got the volts and the amps, of course, then we can work out how much power that is. So at the moment, that's 20 volts, 30 volts, 40 volts, 50 volts, 60 volts, 80, 100, 140, 180, 200, 220, 240. Well, that seemed to take it, but we want more then, don't we? So let's have 1000 watts. Straight up to 240. I'm impressed. 1250 watts. 1500 watts. Nice. 2000 watts. Yep. Predictable. Ah, that's a lovely smell, boys. Of course, when you look at the technical RMS power, 1000 watts. So that was about right. That was fairly impressive. Good. Now let's take it apart. Well, as you can see, I have carefully removed the dust cap, and the connections for the coil are there, and there's another one just there. It's got all that bitumen on it, but you can make a repair if the connection fails there. See the end of the coil just there, look. Let's keep going with it, shall we? Right, let's lift this out, hopefully. There's not much of a coil on there, was it? That's pathetic. How's that going to take 2000 watts? That tiny little thing there. You think it'd be more than that? So, there we are, there's not much to it. Not sure whether that's failed. Oh, half of it's still wrapped around the magnet, look. Oh, I wonder where the rest of the wire was, that. Still in there. Ah yes, that looks a bit more normal. Yep, that looks more like it, doesn't it? There's the rest of it. That didn't last long, did it? Right, let's take it apart some more. Now, of course, we can see exactly how this is assembled. It's not complicated. That's the spider, which attaches to that chassis, and the coil goes in between those two poles on the magnet, and it goes in there. And then it goes up and down, of course. It makes those nasty noises, then obviously something's gone wrong. Either the coil's defective and on its way out, all this shit in the gap. But that's all it is. One magnetic field repelling against the other, and that pushes forward. Easy. Nothing to it. But that's that. It's probably only a little 3-inch coil, that one. It's quite small. I think we should take these magnets apart a little bit more. Do you think? Fairly large. There you go, guys. And if you do take these magnets apart, watch your fingers, because if they slam shut together, you'll know about that. In this magnetic field now, several times it shut this camera down. So I shall carry on. Now we have the entire thing in bits, normal mild steel, 2 ferrite magnets glued together, top plate, chassis, cone, dust cap, spider and voice coil. It's quite straightforward. Oh, and 4-siders. Well, all is not lost, guys, because I have a nice lampshade now for my office. I think with a 2000 watt bulb in there, that'd be quite good. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching the videos. You are a superb, fantastic bunch. I've got a million thank yous to do. Bear with us. I want to get a couple of more vids out, and then I'll give you a mega update. So thanks for watching from me. See you soon.